Hello folks, my name is Sergey Zlukov. I'm a QA leader of A Priori company. I have been working at A Priori more than 10 years. For me, the most important thing that I can positively influence the development of a wide range of products. In my personal experience, I have worked on the several very popular enterprise products that are used by tens of thousands of people. So it's really special feeling to know that my work and work of my colleagues has made the life of so many users better and easier. So, for a beginner QA engineer, I would highlight the next things. The first one, and the most important, is English. English is very important for the testers because all communications, documentations, test documentation are only on English. The second thing is a test theory. The theory is a must-have for any of QAs. The latest, but not the last, is basic knowledge, or better, advanced knowledge of Windows, Linux, understanding of client-server architecture, understanding of network principles, I mean DNS, DHCP, understanding of basics databases. This is a quite common list of doing many types of testing in our company. And also important to understand that someone who plan to be a QA engineer, must understand that they will have to learn through their whole career as a tester. On a project of any types, testers are primarily involved into testing and improving of quality of the project. But it should be also understood that approaches to testing are very dependent of the type of product. For a desktop project or a part of project there is a desktop part, it will be next type of testing: installation, uninstallation, update testing, driver testing, compatibility testing, testing with different types of clients, of supported clients, multi-monitor testing, and so on. For a mobile project or a part of projects there is a mobile testing, it will be testing in the unstable network or a cellular network, checking the operation of the project in a different states, portrait states, landing states, checking the features of interaction of the products with the operating system on mobile device, mobile client, and testing with the wide and full range of supported mobile clients, so on. For a web project, it will be cross-browser product testing, load and stress testing, API testing, and database testing, and so on. Depending on the project, the requirements for specialists vary. In addition to the basics which I described above, it will also be useful to know. For a desktop project, it will be known features of the Windows, Linux, macOS operation system, their setup and configuration, and operation with services and drivers, as well as network configuration and setup. For a mobile project, it will be knowledge of the features of the Android and iOS operation system, their difference from each other, understanding of the client-server architecture, and the ability to configure networks. For a web project, it will be understanding of the client-server architecture, the ability to use web tools, the ability to work with API requests, ability to work with software for performance testing. For example, it can be JMeter. And knowledge of queries for databases, for example, for the SQL. So, when you choose a project, you should pay attention to what kind of project it is. Of course, it's impossible to tell you about all testing in just a few minutes, but I hope this information will help you to understand that QA field better, and also help you to make a well-considered choice. And of course, you're welcome at a priori.